Well, hello folks. Been a while since I made a video, but this one's about the 5D4 Canon camera and the Pentax K1 camera. I'm going to tell you why I sold a bunch of my Canon gear and bought a bunch of lenses, modern lenses for the K1, and why I prefer the K1 over the 5D Mark IV. The main reason why I like it, actually, to begin with, I bought the Pentax K1 in 2016, and I've been using it since then for all my vintage lenses, all my fully manual vintage lenses, because it's got image stabilization, and they're all basically Tachymar Pentax type of lenses, so I always wanted them on a Pentax body. And I've never owned a modern autofocusing lens for this camera, this Pentax K1, until a few months ago. And I bought the 24-70. As soon as I started using this for landscapes and astro and stuff, I went ahead and sold a bunch of my Canon gear and bought a bunch of good modern lenses for this K1. And I haven't used, very rarely do I ever use the Canon Mark IV for anything anymore. My camera of choice from now on, well, from a few months ago, has been the Pentax K1 for one reason. I actually like the Canon 5D4 better for ease of use and the lenses, and I mean the Canon 5D Mark IV is the best friggin' camera I've ever owned in my life. But it has one major flaw. When I'm on a tripod and I got the camera facing up and I'm shooting low on a tripod, I gotta crawl on the ground to see the back screen if I'm in live view, and I'm usually shooting in live view and manual focus, dialing it in. I think I'm getting old because my knees can't handle crawling around on the ground to see the back screen. When I bought the 24-70 for this K1, got it down on the ground like that, pointing up, shooting landscapes or stars or whatever. This is why I prefer the K1. I can pull that screen out. I don't have to crawl on the ground. I can stand looking. I can move this screen. In my personal opinion, the biggest flaw for the 5D Mark IV is not having a tilt screen. I cannot believe. I mean, the only camera, full frame camera that Canon makes that has the tilt screen is the 6D Mark II, which I'm filming with right now. But it's got the screen that flips out, and when you're using a L bracket, it's in the way. You got to flip the screen sideways so the screen's here on the camera, not here. I've got to use the L bracket. I shoot like that quite a bit, and I mean, the way the screen flips out on the K1 is perfect for how I shoot. So I bought the 70-210. I got a 15 IRIX wide angle lens for astro and super wide angle landscapes, and I can shoot on. I can toss in a couple vintage lenses in my bag. This is the all-arounder for me. I mean, this, I cannot believe I didn't start using this earlier. You know, in 2016, I would have never bought the 5D Mark IV. I mean, this camera is friggin' perfect for landscapes. I think the Canon, I do like a couple of the lenses from Canon better than the Pentax. I like the menu system, the easy use, the touch screen. I mean, it's the Canon 5D Mark IV is, except for not having a tilt screen, I like it better than the Pentax K1 actually. Except it doesn't have the tilt screen. This one actually has a 36 megapixel sensor in it. The 5D Mark IV has a 30, which is plenty. I mean, the dynamic range in this 5D Mark IV is massive. To the image quality, I'll post a few pictures in with the 5D Mark IV. The first 3 will be from the 5D Mark IV, and the 3 after that will be from this. They both take awesome pictures. I mean, I can't tell which one's really better than the other. I think when it comes to working the files, I think maybe the 5D4 has a lot more dynamic range, maybe. But I haven't had a problem with the K1 Mark. This is the Mark 1, the original one. Never did buy the K1 Mark II. This one I bought in 2016, brand new. And I mean, it's a beast of a camera. Plus it's basically weather sealed, a lot better than Canon stuff. And both of these have the 24-70 on them. And the Canon, this is the Tamron 24-70, and this is the Pentax. The Canon rig feels heavier than, they're both heavy rigs, but I think this one's a little bit lighter. The K1's a little bit smaller, not much, but it's solid. I mean, it's solid metal chassis. It's heavy duty, big time. They're both very durable, both awesome cameras. But I do believe, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up using this forever from now on. And I mean, I sold several lenses, Canon lenses and Sigma EF mount lenses, and so I could buy all the lenses for this Pentax, all the modern lenses. But this by far, with that tilt screen, is so much easier to use, better on my knees, better on my back. I'm getting old. This is the ticket. Love the 5D Mark IV, one of the best full frame cameras I've ever owned in my life, but because it doesn't have a tilt screen, I'm saying the Pentax K1 is the better camera for me. Talk to you later. Bye.